What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the video. My goal is self-sufficiency, and so this year I've decided to challenge myself to harvest 1,000 pounds of food through hunting, fishing, and growing here in the garden. As I make harvests, I'm gonna log them and record them, and then at the end of each week, I'm gonna bring the results to you guys, and hopefully by the end of the year, I've reached 1,000 pounds. So this week, I really haven't harvested that much so far. I've been super busy, but I'm gonna harvest some Royal Burgundy bush beans, and I've got a rack of bananas that needs to come down. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is week 3. Let me get to harvesting. All right, it is Tuesday, January 18th. I am in the 3rd week of my 1,000-pound challenge. It's the 3rd week of 2022, and I haven't harvested anything yet this week. I've spent Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in the woods trying to get a deer, and I just haven't been able to get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead today. I'm gonna harvest some of this lettuce and arugula for a salad. I'm also gonna harvest some of these Royal Burgundy bush beans. I'm gonna go over there and harvest a couple pieces of kale, and then I'm also going to harvest whatever eggs I've got in there. All right, I got a little bucket of goodies there. Now let's see if there's eggs. Looks like I've got 5 eggs. I'm gonna grab those, go inside, and weigh everything up. All right, so here we go in the kitchen. Like I said, I've got salad mix here with arugula, some green onion, just a small handful of the Royal Burgundy bush beans, small little handful of dino kale, 5 eggs, and a tiny bell pepper. So we're gonna start off with these salad greens here. See what that weighs up to. 2.4 ounces. Not very much, but that's okay. Dino kale, 0.8 ounces. Not very much at all. Alrighty. Move on to the eggs. 11.5 ounces for the eggs. Oh, not very good. I'm really gonna need to step the harvest up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the garden that can be harvested, so I guess I need to start canning and freezing. 2.4 ounces for the beans, and then this sad little bell pepper, 1.3 ounces. Not very much at all. All right, that is it for Tuesday the 18th. All right, guys, it is Thursday, January 20th. I haven't been harvesting much this week, and I'm pretty much going to harvest the same stuff today that I harvested on Tuesday. I'm going to get some arugula here for a salad, see if there's any of these Royal Burgundy bush beans to be harvested, a few pieces of kale, and check on the eggs. I didn't even harvest eggs yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead, gather everything up, and then go inside and see what it weighs. All right, so not a whole lot as far as beans go, but a decent little batch of arugula. Now I'm gonna go snag some kale, see what eggs we got. All right, I got 2 real nice pieces of red Russian kale, and I'm gonna go check on the eggs. Looks like we've only got 2 eggs, which means Either they didn't lay yesterday or they haven't laid yet today. All right, let's go weigh everything up. All right, I'm gonna start off today with just this little bit of beans here. 1.9 ounces. And then let's move on to the arugula. Guess I'll lay it like this. 3.8 ounces. The red Russian kale. 5.4 ounces. All right, and the 2 eggs. 4.5 ounces. And that is it for January 20th. All right, so today is Saturday, January 22nd. It's the end of the 3rd week in my 1,000-pound challenge. And it's pretty chilly. The temps are gonna drop even more over the next few days, but it's definitely down into the 40s already. And we're gonna have some temps in the 30s in the next couple days. I wanna show you guys these bush beans though, because typically beans are the first thing to go when it gets cold. And don't get me wrong, some of these leaves look a little bit yellow, I guess, but for the most part, these beans are still thriving in these chilly temperatures. You can see we're still getting nice production here. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some of these bush beans. We're gonna go over and harvest that rack of bananas over there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and see what eggs we've got. All right, I've got a nice little handful of beans there. It's not a whole lot, but to go with the other 2 small harvests that I made earlier in the week, it should be enough for a decent little side dish. Now I'm gonna go over and harvest the bananas. All right guys, so I just harvested a pretty hefty rack of bananas here, and I'm super excited because this is gonna give us a ton of food. Now, even though I just harvested this rack, there's still 5 more racks back there on all my trees, and I guarantee you, as soon as the springtime comes, a couple more trees are gonna throw out flowers. So super excited to make this harvest here. All right guys, I want to show you what I got going on. This is the rack of bananas that I just harvested. I took off most of the bananas. Most of them are ripe or ripening. Some of them are still pretty green, that's okay. But these here are still very green, so I'm deciding to leave them on the rack, and I'm gonna hang them upside down in the garage. So these will not be going towards this week's harvest. I'm gonna save these to ripen more, and they'll go towards next week's harvest. And now we'll see what eggs we got. And we got 4, and that's gonna wrap up the harvest for today, Saturday, January 22nd. All right, for today's weigh-in, I'm gonna start off with the 4 eggs. .1 ounces. All righty. Move on to the Royal Burgundy bush beans. 2.9 ounces. And then last but not least, weigh up all of these bananas. This actually might top the scale off. So we're gonna stop at 8 pounds and 9.4 ounces, and then I'll weigh up that last hand by itself. All right, now let me weigh up this last hand of bananas. 2 pounds and 9 ounces. Sweet. All right, let me tally everything up and come back with week 3's totals and how much more we have to go. All right, I've got everything for the week tallied up. Fruits and veggies, including the bananas, which were 11 pounds and 8.4 ounces. We came up with 12 pounds and 0.9 ounces. For the eggs, we got 1 pound, 9.1 ounces. And for the greens, we only got 12.4 ounces. So 12.4 ounces, 1 pound, 9.1 ounces, and 12 pounds and 0.9 ounces altogether, 14 pounds, 6.4 ounces. At the end of last week, we had 957 pounds and 7.1 ounces to go. So subtracting the 14 pounds and 6.4 ounces, now we have 943 pounds and 0.7 ounces to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next week.